welcome to the Football Amigos show. Of course, your boys are back, your amigos are back. Amigos, we missed you all so much. It is a busy week. We are jumping straight into predictions for game 14. There's a lot of games this week. There's a lot of games this week, amigos. It's the fun of the Premier League. Whenever the festive season comes around, the Premier League just jam packs all of those schedules to try to make up, not just for teams that are making up their schedules from playing other competitions, but also because of the festive season this year. They're trying to get a lot of games in so that the players can kind of get some rest during Christmas period, and then they're back after Boxing Day. So a lot of games coming up. We're gonna jump right into our predictions for week game 14. First of all, we're going to have basically Arsenal plays Brentford. That's going to be an interesting game. The other fixture will be Liverpool versus Sunderland. And then you have Manchester United playing West Ham on Thursday. So before we even jump into those predictions, let's start with our amigo Sam. How are you doing today, sir?
Better. Liverpool had a win. You can't go. You
Finally.
can't. Yeah. Happy to be here. Happy to see you guys. And
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Here we celebrate Thanksgiving, so hope you had a good time as well. Amigo Ayo, how you doing today? Chelsea has rattled you a little bit.
Bruce, Bruce for limping on, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good game. We'll definitely elaborate more into that, but glad you all are here, of course. Amigos, like and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts about those games as well. But like I said, it's a busy, busy week. We have games midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Jump right into Saturday as well, which brings us to game 15. But we have some games in the weekend as well too. But we're going to start with the midweek games. First off, we have Arsenal playing Brentford. Aya, we'll start with you. We know Brentford's strengths. They are good at long balls. They are good at throw-ins. They are very good at set pieces, just like Arsenal. However, they've added something to their game this season where even though they have a new coach, they like to possess the ball. They are very direct. They have strikers that can actually put the ball in the back of the net, not just on the field with Igor, but also and Watara on the bench coming in as well. Brentford are not a team to joke with, obviously, because of some of the games they've had this season. However, we're talking about a national team that knows how to change gears. Aya, what would be your thoughts about that game and predictions?
Well, a big thing is, these are going to be very physical games with our preferred back line. And I think that just throws in a lot more jeopardy than we normally would expect. There is some security in playing at home. I think that really helps. It gives the players an extra step. I just personally just feel like this is just going to be a 2-1 game. I find it hard thinking that we can keep them out because the striker, Thiago, is pretty prolific right now, and Brentford are very good at finding him. So it's going to be a competitive game, but I see it as a game that we can find a win in. But I don't think it'll be easy. I think it'll be a difficult slog. Yeah.
2-1. That's definitely going to be a close game. Who scores first?
We do.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
score. So Mhm.
I don't see them leading the dance in this game. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Interesting. Sam, what about you? What do you think? Your thoughts and predictions?
I think Arsenal comes up with a win. Maybe a 2-0 for me. I don't even. I mean, I think Brentford is a rock solid team. Well, they're coming up as a team, a rock solid team as well. But I don't see them doing too much craziness. As a matter of fact, I will rest some legs. If I were to be Ateta, I would start resting some players like maybe Bukayo Saka or let Madueke get into that game, get more game time. I don't see it as a battle for them.
Why do I have a feeling this might be a closer game than we think? Why do I have a feeling Brentford are going to somehow surprise Arsenal? I don't know why. I just have this
I mean,
odd.
I never said it was going to be an easy game. I just said Arsenal will lead the dance. There's a difference, you know. Sam is the one that thinks it's easier. He gives us a lot more credit than, you know.
I mean,
Well, I won't complain.
yeah,
Oh,
I don't. Honestly, I'm looking at their previous games. I mean, I rate them, but I don't see them as a threat of any
Hmm.
kind.
yeah, Brentford can be tricky, but I don't necessarily feel like they clear the quality bar to put the game in serious jeopardy.
Mhm.
However, I do believe it's going to be competitive. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a 2-2 game.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a 2-2 game. I think Brentford are going to score last minute. Now that's my
Okay.
prediction. I feel like it's gonna be a game of set piece masterclass, amigos. That's another thing that you should look out for when you watch this game, amigos. Like, share, and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts about the Arsenal Brentford game. But from my perspective, it is going to be, if you want to learn how set pieces are done, watch this game. Both teams are very good at set pieces. Or some teams that are not good at set pieces. Liverpool plays Sunderland. Like that banter there, Sam. They play Sunderland at home. Sunderland is not a team to write off. They have been top five for the past 14 weeks now. They've beaten Chelsea. They've played very well. They have just been a team that not a lot of players stand out, but they play as a unit. And from my perspective, if Liverpool plays the same way they've been playing over the last couple of weeks, it might be a game where Sunderland beats them 3-1. Now, if it's a Liverpool that plays the right players in the right positions and controls the game like they did against West Ham, then Liverpool will win the game because quality will definitely start to shine. It's going to be an interesting team selection if Salah doesn't make it to his second game in a row coming from the bench. They looked very comfortable with the player selections from the weekend, but I would love to hear Sam's thoughts. I think it's going to be a game where it depends on the Liverpool that shows up. If Liverpool shows up, 2-0. If they don't show up, Sunderland win 3-1. I think that's what's going to be. Sam, your thoughts on that game and predictions?
You're right. If Liverpool doesn't get, we're still not back yet. Um, if Liverpool don't get things right in terms of formation, if we play the same thing, being attack focus, I think we're gonna get beaten again in Anfield. So in terms of Mo Salah, I think we keep forgetting that this sport is a business. For fans, we keep thinking it's entertainment for us. It's all kind of things to different people, but it's a business for the team. It should be a business. If Mo Salah is not performing, there shouldn't be a lot of opera if he doesn't start a game. If you've lost like 6, 7 in a row, any player can sit on the bench and everyone should be okay with it.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. No, I mean, if you're not performing on the field, no matter how good you are, after giving you so many chances and you still don't perform, then yes, you should go on the bench. And again, it looked to me like a Liverpool that they can cope without him. Now, who starts to become prolific like him would bring up the question from that team. However, they looked like they played as a more of a unit whenever he's not there. So it's up to Salah now to step up his game and be accounted for before he goes to AFCON. I was reading an article today that it looks like FIFA has given some of the African players that play in Premier League or maybe around the world as well, and one more extra week before they travel back to their respective countries. So we'll see how that impacts Liverpool from a selection standpoint. But I see Arne Slot picking the same team against West Ham. Just my personal opinion. I think he's going to go with a team that's winning and just keep steady the ship there. Aya, your thoughts on that game? Do you see Sunderland making a push? Do you see Ryan Brobby taking over the second half and giving Liverpool a little bit of hell?
Yeah. I mean, Sunderland are a really good team, but they have a Jekyll and Hyde thing, whereas you're a different prospect altogether when you're away. and you notice it significantly. I think they differ a lot more to other teams, especially when you go to bigger stadiums. You can think of the same thing when they played Old Trafford. Like I'm much more confident playing Sunderland at the Emirates than I am going to their stadium. And I think in a situation like this where they're coming to Anfield, I think Liverpool have the tools to manage them. The only issue is Sunderland do enjoy a physical long ball aerial game, and that has proven to be the weakness this season, with or without Salah at Liverpool. So I do see a lot of growing pains. More bigger issue for Liverpool is they need to start scoring goals again, and I think that's more than anything, most importantly, because I see Sunderland scoring two, and I'm not 100% sure that Liverpool can respond. Yeah, and so I'll give this game probably 2-1 Sunderland. Yeah.
Two on Sunderland. Wow. Okay, that's going to be an interesting game then. Game's going to be around 2:15. Sam, go ahead. You're going to say something. Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're keeping your cards close to your chest, right? Based on recent performances, I can see that. I can definitely see why. I can definitely see why. Final game would be on Thursday. United's playing West Ham at home. I sigh because again, United are very inconsistent this season. Now, if anything is to hold for that game, it's one of those games where if the United team I know come out to play, we need to become a team that actually not just create chances but actually finish their chances and not be moments FC where we rely on a special moment to be able to score a goal, or we concede a goal and then something just wakes up in us for us to perform. We need to take the game to the opponents. That's who we are. That's the United I know. It's going to be an interesting game, not just because West Ham have a new coach in Nuno Espirito Santo. They are actually they're better in their performances lately than how they started the season. And when you have a coach like Nuno, he knows how to organize teams very well, and it's hard to beat, which again is one of United's weaknesses this season. They find it hard to open up teams that defend deep and defend strong a lot. So it's going to be interesting. I can see maybe a United win 1-0 or a draw 1-1, where we score first, we miss chances, and then West Ham scores in the final minute. We'll see how that goes. Sam, your predictions. Do you see United doing anything in that game against West Ham?
Yeah, I do think United is gonna come out with a win. With the recent performance and not getting the best result against Everton, I think they need to get things. They need to use West Ham to get their act together. I get it. West Ham's got Bowen. He can't do it by himself. We play them. I think. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna. It's gonna take a while for everything to click with the new coach, and I see what he's trying to do. Or maybe against Liverpool, he's just trying to play at the, forefront. I don't know if that's gonna work against United, but I see United coming out with a win for sure.
I hope they come out with a win because if we can keep winning our games, sorry about that. If we can keep winning our games, we are looking at top four, which, like I said, beginning of the season, amigos, if we can make it back to Europe, I'm fine with that this season. I'm not going to ask for much. I'm not going to be greedy. My goal for this team this season as a fan, just make it back to Europe, and then things will start to hopefully open up again, not just from a financial standpoint, but from a personnel standpoint as well. And the sense of belief hopefully can come back to that team as well, just being in Europe from a Champions League perspective, not just a Europa League perspective when we talk about Europe. Ayo, do you see West Ham throwing in a couple of punches against United?
It's not clear what West Ham excel at, and it's not clear um, what advantages or comparative advantages they can gain. This is a two-tier game. I think West Ham are on the lowest tier, one of the lowest tiers in this Premier League, and Man United on the higher tier. So I see this game being pretty comfortable, pretty uneventful, and Man United beat them 2-0, 3-0. I don't really see what West Ham bring into the table against a team on a higher level as Man United. I think Man United on a good track, and I think on that track, I don't think West Ham is a team to pose any challenges. Yeah.
Hmm. Good predictions. Amigos, let us know your thoughts about game 14 games that we have. Of course, as we mentioned, quick recap: United playing West Ham on Thursday. Of course, you have Liverpool also playing Sunderland tomorrow. Liverpool is playing at the home to Anfield, and then of course you have Arsenal playing at the Emirates against Brentford. Like, share, and subscribe, of course, amigos. Let us know your thoughts about that game. Of course, we will bring you the reactions to those, but enjoy those as always. Stay positive, amigos. We'll talk to you all soon. Take care, guys.